Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good night to everyone. A very good morning or a very good afternoon. So today you guys are going to learn writing from me, Sir Shaidi, in our English class. So let's focus on that. So this is the contents for today's lessons. The first one, the very first one, is how to answer writing questions. So we are going through how the proper way to write it's not a right question to answer questions. And for the second one is part one, short communicative message. So for part one, it has a total of 20 marks, 20 markah, a total of 20 marks. And you must reply to an email or a letter, not more than 80 words. So we'll go through that later on. So next one is part two, notes expansion. So for part two, also got 20 marks, and you must expand certain kind of notes to write a proper essay. So for the last one, we have quizzes exercises. Okay, without further ado, let's proceed to the next one. How to write, how to answer writing questions. So look at over here, natural. So we must be natural. We must be natural in our writing. Please make sure that every single answer should reflect natural English. It's not kind of fake English that you use to hear, but it comes naturally within yourself. This is a very vague idea. Vague. What does it mean by vague? Vague ni macam sama-sama lah, kabur-kabur lagi. Because what is considered natural and what is not can be subjective. Kita tak boleh nak nilai benda tu natural ke tak. Sebab dia tu subjektif, tak dapat nak dinilai. Especially when the situation now is that we still do not have a written guide. So let's proceed to the next one. So let's take a look at the GIF over here. This is example of being natural. Being natural. Being natural means that you can be yourself. Just let it all out. Look at him being natural. He was laughing and he was holding his laugh. And these two awkward guy over here are getting along with that naturalistic kind of thing. So next, part one, short communicative message. So this is the example of the question for part one. Let's take a look over here. I use highlight. Read the message from your English speaking friend, Alex. So this letter is from Alex. We know that quite for sure. Hi, I'm thinking of starting a new hobby. I could do cooking, cycling, or painting, or maybe something else. I don't know. What should I do? Let me know what you think. Alex. In about 80 words, write a message to Alex giving some advice. So, hi Alex. Hi. So now this is example of the question. Now, the tips here is go straight to the point. Okay, I misspelled this one. Go straight to the point directly. Go straight to the point. Tak perlu nak pusing-pusing. Just directly answer. Previously, many teachers, even I am guilty of this, we ask students to start with greetings like, hi, how are you? I hope you are fine. I am fine here. This is actually too common. It can be said that almost, let's say there's 30 people in your class and all 30 of them are using the same format. Hi, how are you? I hope you are fine. I am fine here. So there's no originality. That's not something natural. That is something that has been imposed within your mind. So that's a problem there. That is considered bad in the new format. Why? Because it's not natural at all. Think about this. This is an example. Dia tanya the question, what are you going to do this weekend? And then your friend is like, hey, how are you? I'm good. By the way, I'm planning to go to the library this Saturday. Is he answering the question? Yes, but he did a little bit of unnecessary things over here, like, hi, how are you? I'm good. Well, you're living your life, so isn't it obvious? Or, what are you going to do this weekend? Then, I'm thinking to go to the library this Saturday. Okay, cuba kita bayangkan contohlah, contoh you have a friend in your school. You have a friend in your school. Let's say Ali. Ali wanted to uh, pinjam eraser from Abu. And then Ali pun cakap, Abu, could you please lend me your eraser? And then Abu pun reply, hey Ali, how are you? I'm good. By the way, here's your eraser. Nampak tak? Tu first situation. The next situation, Ali tanya Abu lagi. Abu, could you please lend me your eraser? And then Abu replied, yes, here it is. Here's the eraser. No need for, hi, how are you? It's unnecessary. You're just wasting your words. Not more than 80 words. But you have used like, hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Almost like 10 words for something that is not even answering the question. Which is more natural in your daily life? There you go. Remember, natural language wins. So in the new format, we want to take away all the not so natural greetings and go straight to the point. So look at over here. Hi Alex, how are you? Or let's say we are writing that one. How are you? I'm fine here. If you look carefully, tanya what should I do? It's not unless if your message that you get from your friend, hi, how are you? I'm thinking of starting a new hobby. Look at that. If your message is like this, you must properly answer him. Hi Alex, I'm fine here. I'm in the pink of health. I'm as fit as fiddle. So many things. But if there's no such question, why should you do that? Why? So you mustn't do that. You're just wasting your time. So just go directly and answer the question right away so that you will not lose marks and you have a lot of words to do. So next thing, uh, explain all the good things and some of the bad things. Now, this is actually one way to help students elaborate is to get them to think about the good things about their choice and the bad things about what they have rejected. For example, from the question, let's choose cooking. Okay, let's take a look over here. I could do cooking, cycling, or painting, or maybe something else. So let me know what you think. So we are suggesting Alex to go for cooking as his main hobby. Okay, here, look at this carefully, highlight. I think you should choose cooking. So this is the main one. We suggest cooking as Alex punya hobby. If you know how to cook, you can always make yourself some food. It is also cheaper to cook at home. You can save money. You do not have to go out and eat at the cafe and restaurants all the time. Plus, whenever you have time, you can cook for your own family. And also, you can cook for me too. So you list down all the good things here. Let's say you can make yourself some food, your favorite food. It can be scrumptious, delicious, sumptuous, cheaper. Look at that. That's a good thing. You do not have to go out. You have time. First, we explain all the good things and some of the bad things. Why? Okay, now, what if the students don't have so many ideas? They are running out of ideas. So, dah puas dah cakap good things. Now, then write some negative things about the others. So, kita counter balik dengan cakap benda negatif instead of positive. Let's say we choose cooking as something that we choose. So, if we choose cooking, we just puji je cooking, and for cycling and painting, we give a negative feedback. Why? Because we want to convince Alex to cook, not cycling or painting. So that's it. So let's proceed to the next one. This is write some negative things about the others. Okay, now let's take a look at the passage carefully. Highlighter. Okay, I think you should choose cooking. If you know how to cook, you can always make yourself some food. It's the same passage as the first one. It is also cheaper to cook at home. You do not have to go out and eat at the cafe and restaurants all the time. I think cycling is expensive. You couldn't afford to buy a bicycle at all. And if you start painting, you also need to buy brushes and paint. Look at that. Negative things about the others because we want to convince Alex to go cooking. I think cycling is expensive because you need to buy a bicycle. And then if you start painting, you also need to buy brushes and paint. So you are going to spend a lot of money if you choose this kind of hobby. So let's take at the last one, a short and sweet ending. Again, write as natural as you can. I think you should choose cooking. If you know how to cook, you can always make yourself some food. It is also cheaper to cook at home. You do not have to go out and eat at cafe and restaurants all the time. I think cycling is expensive because you need to buy a bicycle, and if you start painting, you also need to buy brushes and paint. So I think cooking is the best for you. It's the best option for you. It's the best hobby for you. Hope this helped. Thank you. Take care. Short and sweet ending. No need to give some negative feedbacks or whatsoever. If you count the words carefully, it almost be like 80 words. 80 words. Solid. This for part 1. If you have any question, you can just ask me, okay? I'll put the slide later on. Okay, now for part 2, notes expansion. For part 2, also have 20 marks. And we must spend at least 35 minutes in this part. In your class, you have been talking about celebrations. In about 120 words, write an essay about a celebration you enjoy. You may use the notes below to help you. Okay, now example, a celebration that you enjoy. It can be Idul Fitri, Idul Fit. It can be Chinese New Year celebration, Chinese New Year. And then it can also be Deepavali Nalvaltikal, Christmas, and other sort of other celebration that you know. So why you celebrate it? It can be because of your religion. Let's say you're a Muslim, so you must celebrate Idul Fitri because your beliefs, kepercayaan kita. And then how you feel. You feel apa? Happy, delighted, sad. Sad also can. Who you celebrate with? Family, friends. Uh, what do? You cook. You cook, you go celebrate Hari Raya celebration together with your siblings, your cousins, your relatives. When you celebrate right after Ramadan, where you go to your grandfather's or your grandparents' house. That is an example. So this is going to be your homework for this time. Buat yang ni lah. Senang saja. Kalau tak boleh buat tu ada masalah. And then part 2 notes as mentioned, no more format. Maybe use the guided questions. W has question. Who, where, when, what. And then how. A freer topic means more room to focus on the language and keep things short and simple. This is the notes as mentioned kind of tips. No more format, dia tak ada perlu letak address, letter, so on. You just write it all down and be as natural as you can so that you can get better marks. Okay, now let's take a look at the GIF. Look at that, meaning that we are going to write some answer over here. So this is going to be your homework to answer this question. This kind of question. And then let's take a look at the last one, quizzes. So I hope you guys have a great time, and please answer it and read the question carefully so that you get full marks for quizzes, because all the things that you have learned today might be useful for you guys in the future. So that's all from me. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.